Tell here with the reigning WBO welterweight champion of the world, my man undefeated Brian Norman, fresh off a successful first title defense, quick knockout of Derrieck Cuevas on ESPN over the weekend. Brian, man, you said one of my favorite quotes in boxing history after the fight. You said you hurt him with every punch, and that you even hurt him with a feint one time. Can you recall at what moment in the fight you did hurt him with the feint?
I think it was that third round, man. I had caught him right. I had hit him one of the little shimmies, you feel me? But I seen that little leg buckle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was a little nervous. He was a little nervous. That's all it was.
Man, that was a first for me. I haven't heard of a
Yeah.
fighter getting hurt on a feint yet. Do you do that often, or was that a first for you too?
Oh no, this was not a first, man. I'm true to it, man. Not new to it.
All right, man. But jokes aside, man, did you get a chance to rewatch the fight? Did you reassess or assess your performance on tape, or you didn't watch it?
No, I definitely watched the fight. I watched it that same as that night. But no, I did my thing. Of course, we always improving, so I still took some pointers from it and tried to learn.
Are those pointers for you and your pops only? You know what you
Yeah,
see. Okay.
I can't tell y'all all my secrets, man. I got to be working on something under the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got to keep some things secretive.
But man, after the fight, I think correct me if I'm wrong, but you got introduced at the Atlanta Hawks game. Is that right?
Oh yeah, that was yesterday.
Is that a goal of yours to like Gervonta's fought there and sold it out? Shakur had that fight with Herring. I think that's when you sparred Crawford. Was that weekend?
Mhm.
Do you have a goal in mind to sell out where the Hawks play or sell out a big venue in Atlanta?
The State Farm Arena in particular is what I want to say. Like you say, you got Tank and then Shakur Stevenson. Well, they from Jersey and then Baltimore. I'm right here from the city. I'm right here where the arena at. Why not have you boy up there?
Well, I mean, you said before the fight that actually before you were trying to sell a little bit, and then since then you moved off of that and just been yourself, and
Mhm.
it seems like that's what's selling. What kind of clicked and made you decide to do that?
I wasn't raised like that, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a character, trying to be this or trying to be that soldier. Like, man, go back to who you are. That's what got you here in the first place. So as you see, me being me, you see what it does. It got me the third round knockout. It got me the belt last year and enemy territory. So it got me, like you just said, the State Farm Arena. I'm up there doing interviews and everything, taking pictures with everybody. So why not go out there and be yourself? I ain't gotta fake anything. I'm not mumbling over my words right now because I ain't trying to come up with a lie. It's just me being me.
Was it you doing before? Was that like your own doing? Like you thinking to yourself, I gotta do this to try to get my name out there, or was it people in the business trying to tell you, well, this is what you gotta do, or yeah, like what kind of led to that?
Now, more so being in his phone too much. That's what had done did it. Being in his phone too much, listening with all the comments saying, I care about what everybody else say. No, the people want you to talk the most craziest stuff, be a WWE wrestler, do all this crazy things. It was just like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I was like, hold up. But be yourself at the end of the day. That's what I started realizing. Is be yourself at the end of the day. You can't fake authenticity, and people love authenticity.
Maybe that's what's about. Maybe that's what's gonna be hot. Maybe that'll be the new trend is young people.
I hope so. Hold up. That boy Crawford, you see what he did? He ain't had to talk all crazy just to, what I'm saying, make a name for himself. And at the end of the day, we negotiate in the ring. When I knock somebody out, I bring in more fans and they're gonna love me. So that's all people care about for real, for real.
Well, to your point, stars in boxing come in different flavors, and some guys they do it with a big personality, a big swag. Some guys don't talk that much, and their fights do the talking, and the public becomes enamored with them that way. Do
Mhm.
you think you have that potential star power? And if you do, what is your star quality? What's your flavor?
Do I think, brother? I know, and because I got it all. I got as you see with the fights, I'm out here doing my thing. I'm out here bringing out entertainment. And of course, the fight may not last long, but you will be entertained in those few seconds that it is going. And then outside the ring, look at me. I'm talking to you. They love my flavor. They love that little southern soul that I got. So As long as I open my mouth and keep on talking, keep on laying these hands on these folks, I got it all.
You mentioned whenever we ask you about Boots or some of these other welterweights that you don't really watch them until it's time for you to have your eyes on them as an opponent. Do you watch much boxing?
I watch a whole lot of old school. That's the only thing. Watch a whole lot of old school, and like regarding current fighters, I don't really watch them that much. Simply because, like you said, I'm not fighting y'all, so I don't want to learn anything from y'all necessarily. Speak. I don't want their style to mess with what I got going on. Cause like no matter what, if I keep watching, I'm gonna keep on trying to take something from them. And like I don't like how certain fighters be fighting, so it's just like I try to stay away from it.
That's interesting. That's interesting. You're like, I don't want to fall in love with your left hook or something. Now I'm trying to do or no, but
Cause now, cause a lot of people now they try to be pretty. That's my only thing. They try to be pretty. They try to, what I'm saying, be a fashion show. At the end of the day, it's a fight. So I don't care if I hit you with a windmill. Did you go to sleep and did the fans love it? So that's why I love watching old school fighters the most because also they were very, very skillful. And of course, they had all the hard work qualities as well, but they were very skillful, very disciplined, and on their P's and Q's at all times. So I love watching them and digesting that into my style.
who's some of your favorite old school fights and fighters that you like to watch the most?
I'm gonna go fighters first. Roberto Duran, him versus David Moore. James Toner, him versus Mike McCollum. Also Mike McCollum. Those two fights are my favorite. Jared McClellan, him versus I hate it, but his last fight, of course. Well, actually, no.
Nigel Ben.
The first fight with Julian Jackson. Actually, the first fight with him and Julian Jackson. I love that one. Floyd, my favorite fight with him. I got a whole bunch of them, but I'll go Arturo Gatti, I guess. I'll go Arturo
Jolene's
Gatti.
right here. I know that. I know that. I'm sorry, Jolene, but I knew you
Yeah.
were going to say that fight. I knew you were going to say that fight.
Really, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a whole lot of old school fighters I love to watch. Salvador Sanchez, him versus Danny Lopez. Man, the list goes on and on.
I got that fight right behind me. That's that
Yeah.
Sanchez and Gomez right there. So I feel you on all the good taste. Good taste, Brian. Um,
Thank
but Jin Sasaki he pulled up respectfully after the fight with Cuevas. I know you got to look at every fighter as a legit threat in this sport, but is that a easy payday, a fun trip to Japan, or to put it in more respectful terms, he believes in his power like you believe in yours. Is that a fun, quick scrap like the Derrieck Cuevas fight was?
Yeah, I would never say any fight is easy at all. The only reason why I got rid of Derek Cuevas that fast is because of the hard work I put in. So the hard part is the training. So I would never say any fight is easy. But regarding going to Japan and fighting Jin Sasaki, I think that would be a great fight, a very entertaining fight as well. You see how he fight, like you just said, he believe in his power. He believe in just, coming out here and getting his. And also he could become a champion. So I know for a fact he gonna train and try to come with literally everything he got. But I'm true to this, not new to this, so I'm finna let him know I got this belt for a reason. So if the fight happens next, I'll learn him something as well.
Um, Also, man, Mario Barrios, you said he's hiding, like baby sitting that WBC belt. Is in a way, is that the fight you want the most right now so that it sets up undisputed? You got two belts. If you win that fight, the winner of Boots and Stanionis got two belts. Is that the fight you kind of want the most right now?
Yeah, that is the fight I do want the most because Unify and then Undisputed right after that. But also, it's WBC. We all know all the legends in the game that had the WBC belt. I want to have that WBC belt, that green belt we all needed in our life. So no, that's the fight I do want the most because I can have the WBC belt plus the WBO, and then whoever wins the fight April 12th, boom, undisputed fight just that quick.
Well, why do you win that fight against Mario Barrios?
Because of the work I put in. Of course, he coming in with everything he got. He's a dog. He this and he that. But also, I'm everything and then some. So he just simply don't have enough for me.
Did you see his last fight with the draw he had on that Tyson undercard?
Versus Abel Ramos. Yes, I
Yeah.
did. I seen just the last 6 rounds of it though. I had came in late. Pops want me to pull up on him.
Well, do you look at that and it's like, well, if that's me coming on strong, I stop him in the second half.
Yeah, I definitely stop him. Like no matter what, the longer the fight go, the better I get. I proved that in the Giovanni fight, and I was starting to prove that again in this fight, but he couldn't take it. So the longer the fight go on, the better I get.
Any message to Mario Barrios?
Man, let's get this thing popping, man. That's it. Let's get this thing popping. You ain't fought in a minute, I don't believe. Shoot, I'm right here. I just got done fighting. We can hop right back in next week if need be.
And lastly, man, got to close with talking about Jaron Ennis, who he's favored to win his fight against Stanionis. But when Boots
Mhm.
says things like "I'm not leaving this division until I'm undisputed," does that make it inevitable that you two will fight?
Most definitely. It's very inevitable. A lot of people say me and him are the best two welterweight, so it got to go down.
You said in the past that from when you guys sparred, you can knock him out. I know what happens in the gym stays in the gym, and you got to keep your secrets to yourself. But what could you share with the fans on why you do believe that after sharing the ring with them?
I Brian Norman, and I like to fight. That's why.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for your time, man. Let you get out of here. Appreciate your time, Brian.
I appreciate you.